Welcome back to the Agency Accelerator podcast, where we delve into the ins and outs of running your agency with passion and purpose. I'm Rob DaCosta, your host, and today's episode is a deeply personal one for me as we explore the crucial topic of staying in love with your agency. Have you ever found yourself losing that initial spark, that drive that once fueled your agency's growth and your success? It's a dilemma that many agency owners face, including myself when I ran my agency. But fear not, because in today's episode, we're going to unravel the complexities of this issue and equip you with some actionable strategies to reignite that passion and sustainably grow your agency. Now, you might be wondering, why is this such an important topic? Why is it important to maintain the love for your agency? Well, here's the thing. When you're passionate about what you do, it not only fuels your own fulfillment, but it also translates into better results for your clients and a really motivated and aligned team. And in today's competitive landscape, where burnout and disillusionment are all too common, keeping that flame alive is not just desirable, it's absolutely essential for your long-term success. So in today's episode, you'll discover 3 key benefits. First of all, you'll learn to recognize the warning signs of falling out of love with your agency, which will allow you to address the issues before they escalate. Secondly, by understanding the pitfalls and hearing my own personal journey, you'll gain invaluable insights into the importance of staying in control of your agency's growth trajectory. And finally, we'll discuss the power of strategic planning in redefining success, helping you shift your focus from surviving the day-to-day stuck on the client service hamster wheel of doom to sustainable and enjoyable growth. So if you're ready to reignite your passion for your agency, to reclaim that sense of purpose and drive, then stay tuned, because this episode is tailor-made for you. So grab your headphones, find a comfortable spot, grab your beverage of choice, and get ready to reclaim your agency's passion. Let's dive in. I'm Rob DaCosta, and this is the Agency Accelerator podcast. As someone who has stood in your shoes, having started, grown and sold my own agency, I know just how it feels in the ups and downs of agency life. So this podcast aims to ease your journey just a little by sharing mine and my guests' experiences and advice as you navigate your way to growing a profitable, sustainable and enjoyable business. Welcome back to the Agency Accelerator podcast, where we are on a mission to help agency owners grow in a profitable, sustainable and enjoyable way. And sometimes that means reigniting your passion and reconnecting with your why. Today's episode hits close to home for many of us. It's about staying in love with your agency, even when the challenges seem absolutely overwhelming. You see, running an agency is no walk in the park. It's a roller coaster of highs and lows, of victories and of setbacks. And amidst the chaos and often being stuck on the client service hamster wheel of doom, it's easy to lose sight of why you started in the first place. But here's the thing. Maintaining that passion, that fire in your belly, is not just a nice to have, it's an absolute necessity for long-term success. So before we dive into solutions, let's first shine a light on the signs that indicate that you might be falling out of love with your agency. It could be a lack of enthusiasm when tackling new projects, that sense that you are spending all your time focused on things that are not in your wheelhouse or maximizing your superpower, if you like. It could be feeling disconnected from your team, or a general sense of burnout and exhaustion, stuck on the never-ending client service hamster wheel of doom. These are the red flags that you shouldn't be ignoring. So have you ever found yourself going through the motions, feeling like your work lacks that spark that it once had? Perhaps you're yearning for those good old days, or perhaps you used to jump out of bed excited to tackle new challenges and start each day, but now it feels like a grind. These are the warning signs that something might be amiss. But it's not just about your own feelings. Your team and your clients are also going to sense when the passion starts to fade. And when that happens, it can have a ripple effect on your agency's culture and your overall agency's performance. And it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, because if you feel down, the agency starts performing more poorly, and then that reinforces the feeling that you currently have. So as we explore the solutions later in this episode, keep these warning signs in mind. Recognizing them early can be the first step towards reigniting that passion and reclaiming your agency's vitality. Before we jump into some of the solutions, I just want to remind you that you are allowed to enjoy every single day of running your agency. I know that sounds like a stupid thing to say, but I've met many agency owners who believe that the next year or so is going to be really tough, but when I get beyond that point, things will get easier. And that is a very, very dangerous way to think, because you may never get to that end point, and yet you've had a miserable time in the meantime. So make sure that you know in your mindset that you are allowed to enjoy every day at work. Yeah, of course, some days are better than others, but by and large, you should have that passion every day for running your agency. And don't kid yourself that, well, I don't have it at the moment, but I will do in the future, because that future may never come. Now let me just put a pause on here and jump in quickly to introduce you to our free bi-monthly 45-minute agency workshops. These sessions are packed with value, focusing on the critical challenges you as an agency owner might face, from defining a clear niche to setting the right pricing, from preventing feast or famine to team building. We've got you covered. Each workshop includes an in-depth exploration of the week's topic, along with a Q&A session to address your pressing concerns. And remember, these are providing you value with no sales pitches. So head over to dacostacoaching.co.uk/agency-accelerator-live-events. That's Agency Accelerator live events, and save your seat. Okay, back to today's topic. Let's kick this section off by talking about the importance of staying in control. As an agency owner, it's absolutely imperative to have a clear vision that serves as a guiding beacon amidst the ever-changing landscape of the marketing industry. Your vision delineates the destination that you aspire to reach, and it can keep you focused when everything else is going crazy around you. These foundational elements not only inform your strategic decisions, but also instill a sense of purpose amongst your team members, because you want them to all aspire to go to the same destination as you. However, staying in control goes beyond having a vision. It entails setting boundaries and priorities. In a dynamic field like marketing, it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of tasks and stuck on the client service hamster wheel of doom, dealing with the immediate fires, and lose sight of what truly matters. By establishing boundaries, you delineate what is acceptable and what isn't, both in terms of client expectations, your team, and internal operations, and indeed where you're going to focus your time. Prioritization is equally crucial. With a myriad of tasks vying for attention, it's essential to discern the vital few from the trivial many. Focus on the activities that align with your agency's goals and vision, those tasks that truly only you can do and yield the greatest impact. This might mean saying no to certain opportunities and getting better at delegating tasks to free up your time for strategic focus. Staying in control isn't about micromanaging every aspect of your agency. Rather, it's about maintaining a strategic perspective and steering the ship towards success rather than let it take its own course towards an iceberg. By adhering to your vision, setting clear boundaries, and prioritizing effectively, you'll not only retain your passion for your agency, but also chart a course for a sustainable growth and prosperity. Okay, let's move on to the next section, which is all about the importance of having a plan. Without a plan, it's really easy to lose sight of why you started your agency in the first place. Crafting a long-term vision for your agency is similar to plotting out a car journey. You want to have a clear destination in mind, and then you want to work out the strategy. In other words, how are you going to get to that destination? Take a plane or drive or walk, and then you need to work out the details in your monthly plan of the specific things that you are going to do. This is particularly important in a world that's constantly changing, and one piece of advice here is to make sure that your plan is adaptable and not cast in stone, because it will quickly become out of date and then sit on a shelf and gather dust. Having a plan isn't merely a theoretical exercise, it's a practical tool that empowers you to stay focused amidst the cacophony of distractions and challenges that are going to come your way every single day. And when the going gets tough, and it invariably will, your plan serves as a lighthouse guiding you through the stormy seas towards calmer waters. Moreover, a well-crafted plan instills a sense of purpose and motivation amongst your team members. It gives them clarity regarding the agency's direction and their role in achieving its objectives. In times of uncertainty or ambiguity, this clarity becomes invaluable, rallying the team together towards a common goal. So please make sure that you create your plan. It's not just a document, but a compass that steers your agency towards success, even in the face of adversity. And of course, having a plan keeps you focused, makes you feel in control, and keeps you connected to your why. So take time to craft it, refine it, and let it be the guiding light that illuminates your path towards your bigger goals. Now, in this next section of the podcast, I want to talk about what does success mean to you? Because success isn't just about hitting growth targets or increasing revenue 20% year after year. It's about finding fulfillment in doing what you love and delivering on your plan. So don't get caught up in the trap of constantly chasing bigger numbers. Instead, focus on sustainable growth and finding joy in your work. Remember, my goal is to help agency owners grow in a profitable, sustainable, and enjoyable way. In the world of entrepreneurship, it's easy to fall in the trap of equating success solely with financial metrics. The pressure to continually increase revenue and expand your client base can overshadow the true essence of why you started your agency in the first place. However, success is a multifaceted concept that extends far beyond monetary gains. It's about feeling fulfilled and passionate about the work that you do every single day. It's about seeing your vision come to life and making a positive impact on your clients, your team, and the world around you. Redefining success means shifting your mindset from a narrow focus on growth at all costs to a more holistic view that prioritizes sustainability and well-being. It means finding balance between ambition and contentment, between striving for excellence and cherishing the journey. It's important to remember that sustainable growth doesn't always mean exponential growth. Sometimes it's about taking measured steps, building that strong foundation or platform to create the next stage of growth and nurturing long-term relationships with your client and your team members. Ultimately, success is a deeply personal and subjective concept. It looks different for every agency owner and can evolve over time. So be careful about comparing yourself to everybody else and thinking that they've nailed it and they're successful and you're not. What matters most is staying true to your values, to your vision, and finding joy in the work that you do every single day. So as you chart your course for your agency's future, take a moment to reflect on what success truly means for you and don't let external pressures dictate your definition of success. Instead, embrace the journey, celebrate your achievements, and find fulfillment in the pursuit of your passion. I know that sounds very kind of holier than thou, but I really want to emphasize how important it is that you are connected with your why and that you're not just thinking, if I don't grow 20% year on year, I'm failing because I'm looking around me and all my competition are achieving that, which actually they're probably not. Okay, so that's a wrap on the content that I wanted to cover into today's episode, but I would love to hear from you. Do you have any questions or comments about staying in love with your agency? Have you fallen out of love but found a way to re-engage with it? Well, if so, I'd love to hear from you. And of course, you can reach out to me through our website and also through my social media channels. So in conclusion, as we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this thought. Running an agency is hard work, but it's also incredibly rewarding. By staying in control, by having a plan, by defining success on your own terms, you can keep the passion alive and continue to grow your agency in a sustainable, profitable, and enjoyable way. So thanks so much for tuning in. As ever, if you found the episode valuable today, please do consider leaving a review on your favorite podcasting platform. Also, please share this episode with your colleagues. But until next time, keep on accelerating.